That's Wanye. That's Coombsy. We have got a lot to talk about. Oilers playoff hockey is here. I'm going to make sure we're live on Facebook. Let's check it out.
I'm manning the Twitches right now.
You got Twitch?
On Twitch here.
Electric Jordan is going to lose his mind on me if we don't answer the Twitch stuff.
I'm going to keep an eye on Twitter. Don't you worry about that. You can hit us up on Twitter.
Okay, we are live and we are good to go. Wanye, buddy, what happened with your stream at the beginning of the game there?
What was going on? I was trying to watch the Sportsnet app, and what was showing me is Oilers Jets. They were still showing the Carolina game, and they kept showing like picture-in-picture the Oilers game. Well, this ain't it. So I went over to the CBC app because I'm trying to keep it 2021 and only do streaming, and it's about 35 seconds delayed. So the entire period I'm looking on Twitter, when Archibald hit that guy, everybody's tweeting, Archibald. I'm like, what happened? Did he score? I don't understand. I'm quite stressed out. So I finally got it all sorted out, and I missed like the first 6 minutes of the period. And to be honest with you, that was an emotionless period for the most part. What'd you boys think?
Well, honestly, the beginning of the period wasn't even that exciting anyway. And when we originally hopped on this Zoom call and we were talking about the end of the game there, you hadn't even seen it yet. Like that last 2-minute sequence is probably the best part of the period. And hopefully it's going to carry some emotion into the second period. Coombsy, what do you think?
Well, that's kind of the thing. It seems like both teams are trying really hard not to allow the first goal. Both teams are playing
that's true.
Hyper conservative, hyper tight, like no mistakes, don't want to fall behind. I think both teams are like, we want to score the first goal of this series, and it's going to be super tight until that happens, and then it will open up a bit.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It seemed like both teams didn't want to get scored on first. That's a really good way to put it, Coombsy, and that's what it kind of felt like too. And even from like, obviously it's kind of hard to criticize the best player in the world, but it almost seemed like there was a little bit of hesitation from McDavid even too at the beginning of the game. Like obviously he turned it on at the end there, and we saw that whole sequence with him and JP when they almost scored a couple different times. But I think that an emotionally engaged McDavid is a good McDavid. And Wanye, we saw it at the end of the period there. He was mixing it up with Pionk. Him and Pionk have a rivalry.
Right in there.
They have a rivalry, I think, him and Pionk.
I think that it's good to get it early out. Like you get right in there, you get in everyone's face. Look at him; he's laughing at Pionk.
Yeah,
laugh at him too. I'm Connor McDavid.
Send us in your thoughts on all the different chat channels. I'm looking at Facebook right now. Lots of comments coming in.
What do we got? How's the crowd feeling? How's everyone feeling?
I'm not getting a lot of love for being not good at working streaming, so I'm getting that on Twitter if that's the thing.
Nice, attaboy. Mike says Pionk officially becoming public enemy number 1.
There's the noise that like a donkey makes.
What?
Pionk.
Pionk. That's the name. There's a noise like a donkey will make.
Corey says the first period was a chess match. Did it almost feel like both teams are just kind of feeling each other out? It was just a big feel-up session between those two teams. Nathaniel
says,
it's
a surreal experience. Like no fans. Like it's just strange. It's strange. It's strange. That's what I declared.
It is kind of strange.
Also, both teams haven't played a meaningful game in how long, right? Like, let's be real here. Like the Canadian division was sorted out like a month and a half ago. Dude, like, we all knew who the playoff teams were going to be. Yeah. You know, we all knew Edmonton was playing Winnipeg. Like these guys haven't played an intense game and it feels like forever.
Say a word, man. Our guy JP is getting a lot of love in the Facebook comments.
Yeah?
Yep.
What are they saying?
Kalen says JP is buzzing. He's due to have a big game today. Brad says we're feeling oily so far. Just Nathaniel says JP looks good. Lots of people saying JP looks great. Coombsy, someone wanted me to tell you they say hi. Let me see.
Who's that?
It was Kevin Bain. Tell Coombsy I say hi.
On. Another one of the boys from my ball hockey team.
Yep. Love it.
It's important, eh?
Well, ball hockey boys are always in the mix. Always supporting.
Hey, this is a good thing I should point out. Sean says Cassian's beady eyes during the anthem. Did you guys notice that? Cassian during the anthem? Did he not look sauced?
And he tried to throw a check. Like he tried to hit somebody or other hard.
He's in the mix. He wants to Rafi Torres somebody the fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
Big time. That's what we need.
Like 06 Detroit series, who is the D-man that Rafi Torres just crushed?
On the blue line. He like skated the length of the blue line. Hit the guy like through a wormhole in the next dimension.
Yeah. That was the turning point of that whole thing in 06. Like,
I love Rafi Torres. Rafi Torres is
Was that against Detroit?
That was against Detroit. I just can't remember who the D-man was. Somebody in the comments has got to say who it was. Someone's going to know who it was.
Hey,
that'll be a good prize.
Okay, this is a question I got for you guys, and anyone can chime in on the Facebook comments, Twitch comments, Twitter comments. Who do you guys think is going to score the first goal of the game for the Oilers? Who's scoring the first goal, and who is it going to be, and why is it going to be emotional? Wanye, what do you think?
Connor McDavid, obviously, number 1 in the world. He's going to score the first, the middle, the last goal when we win the cup. All the way, baby.
Good answer. Good answer.
I think it's going to be Josh Archibald, who's really jonesing to be the big man this year.
Josh Archibald. I thought he scored the first period.
I saw that
the CBC streams off.
Oh, I know. People were popping off. Like, that was exciting. So
I like that tweet. I like that tweet you had, Coombsy, when Tyler said something about the big man is engaged, and you said, that's right, the big man, Josh Archibald.
Yeah, because Tyler was trying to say that Zach Kassian's the big man. Well, it makes sense hypothetically, but I think psychologically, the way things are going this game, Josh Archibald wants to be the big man.
Josh Archibald is the big man.
The real big man is Yao Ming. That's the real big man. That guy was huge.
Yeah.
Remember that guy? Woo.
Yao Ming was big.
Who was the big giant defenseman on the Bruins? Because when I was watching the Bruins Caps game earlier, I'm like, it looks like Chara's still playing for the Bruins. Who would I have been seeing? Who was the giant? Oh, huge.
That's who I think. Tell me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong. That's who the Bruins drafted with the pick they got for Peter Chiarelli. I think.
I have no idea.
I'm like 75% sure that.
I wish I knew.
But no need to talk about that.
I just got a tweet here from Jake's Not Funny, and I'm going to retweet it live because this is how this shit works, I suppose. He got himself an Oily Boys sign made for his backyard bar.
Get the heck out of town.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of energy I'm talking about. Jake's Not Funny. You are funny. You get followed.
That's the energy we need.
Speaking of that, this is a good time for me to put up the... Do we have to do the whole spiel? Does everyone know what's happening with the secret word?
Oh, yeah. So we got two secret words. Once again, Coombsy's holding up the first one right now. We are giving away a $20 or let's say a $30 Nation Gear promo code.
$700.
We're giving away the Ford Nation truck. So, but you got to take that up with Jay Downton. He will guide you in that direction. So
we'll figure out the prizes. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure out the prizes. But there's the first keyword.
It'll be Nation Gear. Approved.
Wanya, you approve?
Approved.
All right, the big man's approved it. We're giving away a Nation Gear promo code. So there's our first keyword.
Oh, yeah.
Stay tuned. The second keyword will come during the second intermission. Make sure you tweet it at us. We'll pick one big lucky winner, and then we will select you and announce you during the post-game show, which will come 2 minutes following the final buzzer in tonight's game.
So third period. Wait till the third period and tweet both the words.
Yeah. Don't tweet where's. Wait until you have both words, and then tweet them both at us. People are saying they can't see because of the subtitles. Well, what was the word, Coombsy? It was where?
It's where's.
Where's.
I'll hold it up higher this time.
Where's. It always gets caught in your background.
Did you just say the secret word out loud?
I don't usually do that, but my...
we don't...
Nice secret word.
There's the secret word. I didn't say it. Did I? I'm just kidding.
It's all right. It's fine. I'm just here from the secret word police. No big deal.
Yeah.
I'll just keep moving on my patrol. Keep going to the next podcast.
Go to the next live stream to make sure they don't say the secret word.
Yeah. Hey, you guys keeping the secret word tight? I'll say because I'm a police officer.
What else we got going on?
What's
everyone saying?
People want Kassian to beat the wheels off Neil Pionk.
That'd probably be a good thing to do.
I don't know how much of a fair fight that would be. Isn't Neil Pionk like 5'10"? Isn't he? Not that 5'10" small, but isn't he like 5'10"?
Seems like that kind of thing, yeah. It's not a big man.
Definitely not a big man.
If I was at the game this intermission, I would just be getting into it, boys.
How many beverages have you had?
Yeah, how many beers?
Nothing. Not like I've had a beer, but I'm not like gonna get right deep and then be by myself and have so much energy I just run through a wall. Like if they win tonight, I don't know what I'm gonna do after. I have so much energy. I'm gonna have to walk till the Duke and back or something.
Okay, if you were at the game though, how many beers would you be deep right now?
As many as the good folks at Sleep. I'd have gotten there probably an hour or two early after having done a pregame shift somewhere or other. By the time I slid into my old seat for the puck drop, I wouldn't have known what was going on. Instead, I'm having civilized conversation and trying to figure out streaming apps.
Mike says, why no jerseys, boys? I got my Oily Boys t-shirt on.
Me too.
Oily Boys! Oh, you actually got yours on. We're matching.
I got mine on. I got my George the Rock jersey hanging up right by the TV.
Oh, nice. Hey, I'm
wearing the Dynamic Duo shirt. I know you can't see it, but I am wearing Nation Gear.
Sick shirt.
Just feel like hanging up the jersey by the TV has a better vibe. I just feel it.
Yeah, true. Hey, they're interviewing Ryan McLeod right now on the TV.
Do you boys have any lucky charms that you've brought to the game tonight to help the Oilers? Or are you just sitting back and doing nothing and just watching and making Connor do everything?
I actually
don't know what's going to be lucky this year, though.
Well, that's the thing. But you got to bring something to the table. Otherwise, how can it be made lucky? I have some lucky charms that I'm waiting to bring out if required during the playoffs.
The Oilers used to do well when I wore my sunglasses inside.
This is my
Sorry, go ahead.
This is my lucky Bucky.
So if they're leading coming into the third here, then I'll probably keep these goggles on.
You keep those shades on. You look way oilier with them on.
Do I look more oily?
Definitely.
Oh, for sure. And you can have a couple sneaky ones, and no one will even know you're in your cups. There you go.
There you
he
go.
is. Yeah.
That's
I have, if required, I don't even know what year the Oilers use this as a motto, but I have like a bandana that says the new energy for the Oilers.
Oh,
and it's like bright blue and bright orange, and it is old. And I've kept it in a box, and I only brought it out for the 27 playoffs and then 17 playoffs, and I put it back. So I have that if we need it. But I'm not going to waste that in game one because we're tied after one period like some rookie.
Coombsy, you look like Chalmers today on the pregame show. Did you see Chalmers in the pregame show?
Yeah, what was he all gussied up for?
He was electric. He was dressed like a cowboy. He was just snapping it around. And he was on something. What do you guys think of
Chalmers?
Smith?
One time came into when he first started doing the podcast with us, he came in and he had a Slurpee with us. He was nervous.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Chalmers was so great. Like, he was so loose, and yeah, that's awesome. And then like 2 days later, his Slurpee cup was still beside the couch in the office, and I picked it up. It was not a Slurpee, John T. It was mostly rye. Let's be honest with each other.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, oh, that's why he was so mouthy. So who knows what he was doing today, rolling in dressed like a cowboy. That was outrageous.
That was pretty funny. Kyler says, Coombsy looks like Chalmers, eh? So yeah, people
Your Chuck said this?
No, Kyler said. Kyler Kotick in the comments.
Kyler Yamamoto?
Yep, Kyler Yamamoto.
You'd think he wouldn't check his phone at intermission, but these kids.
Yeah, these kids, man, I tell you. James Lee says, I'm on beer number 7.
Wow, James.
Big man.
Attaboy, James.
Big numbers you're putting up.
Imagine if McDavid got in a fight. Like, he wouldn't, but just imagine if he did. Do you think he'd do well?
Maybe he did. Maybe he will to lead the team. He's the captain. He's the franchise. Maybe he'll just lay the boots on somebody.
Well, he hasn't since the OHL days, eh?
I watched a couple of his OHL fights the other day. I think he had like 2. I don't know why they popped up.
Didn't he fight down the stretch in the final year of the OHL and bust his hand up or something crazy?
I know he got in a couple OHL fights. One of them was just kind of comical, but he did fight in the OHL like twice, 2 or 3 times.
Wayne Gretzky had a couple fights.
Yeah, the Nuge fought, remember? That was a good fight. Anyone can fight.
Do you want to fight?
No, not particularly. I'd like to fight the CBC app for not being on stream. Like, what the hell? 30 seconds might be 30 years in the playoffs, you idiots.
Someone just said, first time tuning in. Wanye, Josh, and who? It's Coombsy.
That's Coombsy.
Wow.
I'm a relative unknown, I guess.
Well, at least we backed that up with a good 45 seconds of silence. This is going great.
Yeah, that was excellent.
Yeah, we need something to happen because the shot's 5 after 20 minutes.
I was hoping
as much material.
Well, I was hoping we were gonna have something happen at the end of the game there. Like literally, that final 2 minutes, like 30 seconds ish, was the most electric part of the period. So I was hoping something was gonna happen. Hey, big save by Mike Smith.
I think Josh's Wi-Fi went a little funky there.
Man, the technology required to watch a hockey game in 2021.
Not easy,
the streaming apps
easy.
and the Twitch and the Zoom and the fax machine and the paper.
We went frozen. I think we're back now, though.
We went frozy. Maybe we were still talking. Maybe you were gone. Who knows?
We went frozen.
You know what? Nobody will ever know what we talked about. We have a lot of secrets.
No.
We're going deep in the playoffs, boys. We're getting all the problems worked out now. We're going to be flawless for the next 4 rounds.
There we go. The Wi-Fi lagged for a second. We're 100% back now. I was talking about that 3-on-1 at the end there when Mike Smith made that big save. Or did it go wide? It either went wide or he made a save. I don't remember, but it was a nice play.
One thing you got to remember about Mike Smith is he's probably the only player involved in this game who has an Olympic gold medal to his name.
Yes, that's right.
Right.
You love to stretch that one out. Coombsy, you love to tweet that.
Right? From the Summer Olympics, he won the
triple jump, right?
The triple jump. And the triathlon.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow.
No,
Good job, Mike Smith.
It was the biathlon, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean the Winter Olympics biathlon where you ski and then shoot targets with a rifle?
You ski and then you shoot targets and then you juggle and then you actually play water polo. That's how it works in the Winter Olympics.
I remember that. What do you think? I don't watch the Summer Olympics? I remember that perfectly. It's a great sport.
Okay, boys, that's the end of the first intermission. Puck is down. I will see you guys during the second intermission, and we'll have the second keyword.